Bro, this is the quality. Like, this is some quality as this is good video. This dude is not very good at it. Right. I mean, it's gonna be these type of. It's these people that play the game the way they play are gonna say that the game sucks. He could have popped out in that house so many times. What the fuck? He's not gonna like this game. You can just tell. Nice quality video though. They are bullying him.
You're not going to save anyone? You're not going to save anyone? One person is the killer, like the rest of them are like... Oh, wait. It's full. I have to keep going. These are like called asymmetric games. Bring it big and hard. That's the one.
He's gonna play all the way through.
This one is pretty freaking cool. Michael facing off with the police. A little showdown. And what's different about Halloween, like we talked about, compared to like F-13, Michael can interfere with the cops and kill cops. And you, as a hero character, which is that's so far that's what they've been saying. They haven't called them babysitters. They haven't called them survivors. It's been hero.
Right.
Apparently, you will be able to convince the cops and expand their search and push them in the right direction. And somebody brought up Ghostbusters and how you communicate with the NPCs in that.
When Scream exploded into theaters,
The entire country can.
Now, Cook is.
I'm gonna let you know that Doofy was a character named Chip that was a part of a film that I shot called American Chameleon, which is an anthology of my characters, short films. And Miramax saw this tape would rotate around. Back then it was VHS tapes, and it would just get dubbed and dubbed and dubbed. And they saw that and said, "Hey, that's our Doofy. We could just have that guy play this character, Chip." So that's where it all came from. I wasn't making fun of David Arquette. I was just playing my character that existed for about 10 years before.
After the movie came out, did you ever get any feedback or meet David Arquette about your character interpretation?
Yes, several times. He was on the red carpet, and then he sees me, and I just come up to him, I go, "Hey, Dave, and before I even got my name out, he just went, "I know who you are. I know who you are." And I go, "Oh, okay," and then we turned for the photo. He's like, "Bye-bye," and I was like, maybe he's upset, like, that he thought I was mocking him or playing him, but we did a little photo op of him and I tell him how much I love that movie. I'm gonna let you know that Doofy was a character.
How many likes to do a collab?
One more time.
How many likes to do a collab?
How many likes to do a collab? I don't.
Can you tell me?
500.
500. 500. 500. 500. If you give me a piece of advice as an MMA legend, what would it be?
Run hard, train hard, harder than everybody.
Are you sure about 500 likes to collab? To collab, man.
I'm gonna find your Instagram. That's you?
Yeah, that's me.
I'll collab with you. I don't need a like.
All right, thank you.
I just sketched an idea this morning.
What's going on, everybody? It's time for another local delivery. We're headed over to the meetup spot. The McDonald's. This time to deliver a couple of our PlayStation 2 remotes. We have one authentic and one.
What happened? I missed a court date, and now my truck's stuck in the impound. My phone was in the impound.
You was in jail?
Yeah, my cash card's in the impound. I'm screwed. I'm stuck here. I've been out here sleeping on the ground for the last week.
For the last week?
Over a week.
You know what, brother? Today's your lucky day, man. I'ma bless you, dog. Real talk. Hey, we got cash on us. Whatever cash I got on me, I got you, bro. Look, bro, this is 400 bucks, brother. 400 bucks. Is this gonna help you out?
That's gonna get me closer.
How much do you need?
It was $665 yesterday, and
what do you need $665 for?
The impound fee. I don't know what it is today.
So your bailout fee. Yeah. We got 600 bucks.
To get my truck out of the impound.
You got $200 on you?
I don't, sorry.
Frick. You know, bro. Hey, bro, give me 1 sec. I can get cash out of this restaurant. Here, bro, you take this real quick. No, you know what? I got you, brother. Hey, as soon as I come out from this restaurant, I'm about to get a loan from this restaurant, then I'm gonna give you the $650, all right?
What happened? I missed a court date, and now my truck's stuck in the impound.
It's not even morning.
Your resume is getting you rejected.
I want a Coke on ice. And not the Coke out the thing. I want a Coke in the can.
Sure. You're going right back, sir.
If you ain't got it, go to the office and get it. They usually have them in the office. If you bring me a Coke back, they're gonna help your tip. All right. Thank you, man. 262. What I should give them. Now it was 265. I left for 400, so $135 tip. I want a Coke on ice.
He has like some allergies and he has to take a shot like once a month. So he took his shot yesterday.
So, right foot back. Right foot back.
That's a cool hat.
Face it, you don't sound like a veteran space raider. No one believes you're...
No, I'm staying right here, brother. I'm staying right here, man.
You should be here at 6 a.m.
Okay, so can you call her up? Because I just got robbed out of $2,000 out of a fucking Jack in the Box employee. The shit's with my money, so I need my money. You're obviously in charge here out of everyone, so I need you to call the manager or call the girl before we like call the cops or some shit, bro. Because I have proof of her taking my money, and I want it back, bro. I need it back. So, or I need her to do. I need my card back. I need something back. So. You gotta figure it out, bro. No, I canceled my card, but she took $2,000 out of my pocket, so I need you to call the manager. Do you have the manager's number? Call me, shut up, please. Do you have the manager's number? Do you have the manager's number, brother? All right, so call the manager, bro. Hurry up. No, I'm staying right here, brother. I'm staying right here, man.
You should be here at 6 a.m.
Okay, so can you call her up? Because I just got robbed out of $2,000 out of a fucking Jack in the Box employee. The shit's with my money, so I need my money.
Wasting my time. I wasted my time.
What is it?
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
Can you come with me from the village?
Eddie Murphy recently celebrated his 65th.
You want to see a trick I learned?
Okay. See? And now it's diet. I can sort of sense what the problem is with you.
What?
You're retarded.
You want to see a trick I learned?
Okay.
It took me 5 years to find out that you can find hilarious.
You drink Kool-Aid?
I love Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. Okay. You gonna want a room here for sure, do you? You get some of my mama Kool-Aid?
Oh, she has the best Kool-Aid?
What?
Hey, man, that Kool-Aid a powerful thing. Is there any possible way I could pay for some Kool-Aid?
You ain't gotta pay for no Kool-Aid. Mi casa es su casa.
Thank you, bro.
You drink Kool-Aid?
I love Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You gonna want a room here for sure.
Man, what's happening, man? It's your boy Alberta, man. Checking in with you guys.
We don't, but we take cash, card, or Zelle.
I don't have $5.
What are you looking for?
Oh, it was a $7 pack, but he only has $2 left, and so I have to Venmo the additional. But I don't. Anyway, he only has $2, so I was gonna Venmo the difference.
Okay.
Is that gum in your mouth?
Yeah, I do a lot of gum.
How you like chew it like that?
I just do it.
That looks like 3 layers of gum.
Oh, I got 12 pieces in right now.
What the fuck?
I do it. I like
Is that like a Tennessee thing?
No, I'm a drug addict, a recovering drug addict. So if I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna put it, I like to do it.
Okay. 12 layers?
That's true. If I have to do this and keep this moving, it helps with your concentration.
Oh.
Because the rest of me is busy, my eye locked in.
Oh, okay. Is that gum in your mouth?
Yeah, I do a lot of gum.
How you like chew it like that?
I just do it.
That looks like 3 layers of gum.
Oh, I got 12 pieces in right now.
Welcome, YouTube Church family, and today...
This is what happens when a former Marine runs into a fellow soldier.
I like your jacket, man.
Thanks, sir.
I was a Marine too. I can tell you were, geez. From the hoodie to the jacket, I like it.
Yes, sir. Where were you at?
Semper Fi. I was at Camp Pendleton. 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines.
Yeah, I did Pendleton, I did Okinawa, I got out of Lejeune though.
Okay. So you were at every base, Okinawa, Lejeune.
29 Palms, all this shit. I was all over. Fighting them goddamn shit. Hey, fighting them goddamn. You goddamn, say, hey man, what joint you was in?
Nah, Marines got a bond as soon as you see each other, man.
This is what happens when a former Marine runs into a fellow soldier.
I like your jacket, man.
Thanks, sir.
I was a Marine too. I can tell you were, geez. From the hoodie to the jacket, I like it.
Yes, sir. Where were you at?
Semper Fi. I was at Camp Pendleton. 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines.
Nearly home.
Could I buy it then as a pet?
No, because you already told me you're gonna buy it as food.
Guinea pigs?
Guinea pigs? I have this little boy here and this little girl here.
Ooh, 50% off too. That's perfect. I'm trying to feed my snake.
I'm not selling a guinea pig to feed a snake. These are bred to be pets.
Could I buy it then as a pet?
No, because you already told me you're gonna buy it as food.
I was just kidding.
No.
Could I buy it then as a pet? Thank you.
good.
I'm recording, yeah.
Why are you pretending to be British for the interview? Because obviously I watched the preview of the movie and you were American.
Right.
And then...
No, but I am British. I play...
How is that possible?
I just do an American accent when I play Spider-Man.
How is that possible?
Well, I just did it. I just did it right now. It's an accent. I work with a dialect.
So is Spider-Man British?
No, Spider-Man lives in Queens in America. I'm Tom Holland who lives in London, but I'm an actor.
Okay.
And when I play Spider-Man, I put on an American accent.
Why are you pretending to be British for the...
Did it. I just did it.
Let me see!
No,
there I am.
No.
Let me see!
You like horror movies and Halloween masks? Consider supporting us by liking our...
You guys already know I had to go with shirtless Johnny. It's so stereotypical that shirtless Johnnies are like the worst players ever. So I might turn into a bad player for this round. It's happened to me before. This cosmetic seriously just does something to your playstyle. I'm joking, of course. I am gonna try, but it is me and then it's Sissy. Wait, I think she's on somebody over here. Hold on. She sure is. She going back down in basement? I'm right here. I really wish that Sissy was just waiting on the other side. Let's try to cut her off over here. You're gonna be the first one dead. Bro, not both of us chasing her like this. Come on, come on. Slam open the door. She might door slam? Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good on her part. She did go down though. Let's go this way. Somebody has 625 Connie. She might be at the house. Yeah, she's definitely at the house. Got the fuse box here. I don't see any footprints, so nobody's on this side. They're definitely pushing the house. Hopefully, Sissy realizes it. I think she did. If I were Bubba, I would just go and help out at the house. I've got the gen pretty close to me. And the fuse, so they're not gonna try to do anything here. Oh, here we go. We got Anna here. You better pop that ability. Or not. She could beat me here. Yeah, she's got like high enough strength. She gonna try to go for fuse? No. Okay, let's go this way. Actually, she's running towards the middle.
Listen now. Everybody's time comes eventually.
She's grabbing bone scraps. You're gonna fight me again?
I'm gonna see your inside.
There's nothing over there except a valve. Now, does she have a valve? Let me get one more hit. Oh, I hate this game. Dude, seriously, I hate this game. We got Julie back here. I shouldn't have left this side. Does she get it open? She does. Wow, at least I killed her. She really she tried to get that door slam on me. But that's why I swung through the gate so that she couldn't get it. Alright, is Bubba inside battery? Okay, I guess he is. Let's go over here. Anna was trying to work on this door, but we got somebody by Grandpa. I'm gonna come help out over here because Bubba's at battery. Where are you going? Where are you going? She got stuck. She got stuck. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I don't care. Sissy's gonna go back to the house too, which is a good call. Connie's got 1,075. Maria has 475. Alright, let's go back over here. Bubba's still on this side. Sissy's on somebody inside the house. She could be on Connie. Maria only has 425. Let's see if I can listen. I don't know what's happening over there. I heard Sissy swinging at someone. Somebody's definitely in that house, but I just don't know who it is.
Now.
Okay, let's come back over here. Let's check for footprints just to make sure that nobody did come through here. Which I don't think so. I think it's pretty clear. Alright, who is that up there? Connie? Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. Maria's points are like 500 some. Let me get my stamina back in case I come across her. She almost slammed me. She's going back down. Maria's gone. Why did she leave? Let's go this way. Alright, she's going back down. I don't know if it's worth chasing her in the basement. I don't know if I should... You know what? Guys, I'm telling you, something about playing shirtless Johnny just makes me want a basement rush. Or basement dwell. And she DC'd. We do have 3 baby victims on the opposite team. And we have a level 10. So that means that I'm gonna have to try to get Grandpa to at least a level 1. Because what I've noticed that these baby victims do is that they tend to move when Grandpa does his sonar. So maybe they'll get highlighted, we can see them. And if they take way too long, I'm just gonna have to max out Grandpa to 5. Alright, Grandpa's already awake. Anna's got 275. She's a level 10. Oh, his hand's coming? I think he was up there. Okay, I need one more blood bucket. If I'm not mistaken, I think that Anna might be back here somewhere. Never mind, Johnny's there. Bro, who keeps taking all the blood buckets? What the hell are you doing? Why is his hands just waiting at the driveway? What an absolute bot. Alright, Johnny got a kill. Let's go ahead and feed Grandpa to 1. And I'm gonna have to go and check that house. Leland's probably not even playing. You know what? If I see Anna, I'm just gonna stick to her. She get this open? She sure did.
Oh,
she might have gone up already.
Nice and fresh too. I wonder whose it is.
Let's see, let's see. There she is. There she is. Door slam.
You left a trail.
She's gonna slam it open. Come on, Hans, come on. Alright, you go around that way.
I guess I can't save you after all.
Back to you, Hans, back to you. Bro, where is Hans? Did he not see her? She's in a well? Okay, nice. This is like the worst patrol spot for Hans to be in. I don't know why he's up here, seriously, but whatever. If he's gonna stay up here, then so be it. I found Connie right over here. Where are you going? You know, if I could try to get a kill.
He's coming out your side.
Yep, okay, nice. I really would.
He's coming out your side.
Yep, okay, nice. I really wish that Johnny would just feed Grandpa. He doesn't have violent. You know what? I could feed him. Well, you know what? If Hans is gonna stay there, then the fuse box is right there too. No need for me to be here then, at the house. We've got level 2.
Let go of your fear.
I don't think so. She might have a bone scrap. I forgot that her ability can literally eat up my powder. I'll poison her through here though. Just so that Johnny knows that she's here. You better well. You better well. You don't have your ability anymore. More poison. She's dead. Or not. I want the kill. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Wait, somebody else is by Grandpa? Who the hell is by... Oh, absolutely not. It's Leland. What is he doing? Bro, why was he just sitting next to Grandpa? He didn't even stab him. He just sat next to him. I'm back to the shirtless Johnny. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. We have Sissy and Hitch, both of them with chase builds also. Well, Hitchhiker has his own chase build and Sissy has the classic, the one that I like to use.
You don't know what an AI work management platform is? Yikes. Here's 3 new AI-powered...
So I wouldn't be surprised if they start basement dwelling, you know? You better get the hell back down. Better get that door slam. Where did Connie go? I could have gotten that kill on her if I just committed to it a little bit more. Use your barge, go ahead. Dang it. I was really hoping that... Wait, I don't think he has it yet. Bro, you see what I mean? I'm shirtless Johnny and I'm already in the basement. I'm already in the basement, bro. I've got stun immunity. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all better get the hell back. Get the hell back. Alright, let's go up. Anna's trying to door slam Ghost. I'm not even there anymore, dude. Like, wake up. I left a long time ago. Alright, let's go back over here. Did somebody open the sliding door? I don't know. No, there's nothing here for you, Julie. Nothing at all. I might get a kill here. Never mind, because Leland just has to ruin it. Where did he go? Oh, you better get the hell back here. No barge? Alright, where did Julie go? I know Julie was badly hurt. They're on Connie right now. Let's see if there's any footprints around here. I think Julie might have ran off to go find some health.
Don't worry. I'll find you.
There's blood leading around here. All the way over here. Okay, they took the gap. Where to though? Where'd they go? Holding?
Hey, you okay?
Y'all still around here? Well, Sissy's in basement. I'm not going down there. Okay, Julie's at facility because she got snared at the gap. I'm not sure what... Bro, they're both in basement. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I gotta check the red door really quick. I can't tell from this angle if it's still locked or not. Okay, we're still good for now.
And you're gonna meet him real soon.
Let's check for footprints over here. There's a trap right there.
This is pointless, you know. Quit stalling.
I heard Julie take a crawl space. Bro, are they still chasing Connie? Got footprints here.
Listen now.
It just ran straight back over here. All right, here we go. We got like 2 of them. Okay, it's gonna be like that, isn't it? Let's see where they go.
Time to play.
Pretty sure they ran back in here somewhere.
I'm gonna find you. I will. I promise.
Yeah, I think they both ran this way.
Don't worry. I'll find you.
I heard them. Where you going, buddy? Well, at least I got a hit on him. All right, where the hell is Sissy, dude? You better get back down. All right, I'm going back up. I'm not gonna stay in basement. Bro, we haven't gotten a single kill yet. That's actually crazy. All right, Sissy's gonna check sliding. Finally, somebody's patrolling. I heard Leland over here. I'm gonna prioritize him. It's a good thing I went for him. I was debating if I should go for Anna, but Leland's been pissing me off this entire time. Nope. She's using her ability. I thought that was closed. Yeah, take that well. Is there a barricade here? Nope. Get up. She's low health. Alright, I'm going up. I'm not gonna get greedy. I did enough damage to her, and that's totally fine. Alright, is Sissy inside Slaughterhouse? No, she's not. She's on Connie, though, and Anna's in basement, so where's Julie?
You're all gurgle and no guts.
Is Sitch gonna check sliding? I think he is.
I'm gonna see your insides before this night's through.
Okay, let's go over here. Facility doors are good. I'm gonna go ahead and close this crawl space. She still has 725. Connie's still in basement. I think somebody might have gotten into a battery. Where do you think you're going, huh? Let me get another hit. I barely got one hit on her. All right, 725. Hold on, Julie was inside battery and she just welled. Maybe I can get some another kill on her. There we go. Now we got 2 of them out. That just leaves Anna and Connie to deal with. Where are you going? 3 kills. Bro, not Sissy teabagging. Bro, not the bags. Oh my goodness. All right, now Connie, she was just in basement. Hold on, let's see if she did go in. Oh, she DC'd. Well, wait, she was right here. Give me the kill. Oh, I barely got it. I barely got it. I'll count that as a 4K, but I just got her at the last second. We got Nancy's house with Johnny and Bubba. However, I think Johnny's a baby because he had a level 2 cook and then he switched to Johnny, which is level 8, but his perks are still level 1. So to me, that is baby status. Let's go blood hunting. I think he knows, or he has a pretty good idea of where the blood buckets are. Oh shoot, we have a Danny, bro. Okay. Gotta get 2 more buckets. There should be one somewhere back here. Here we go. We're good on points. They don't have doors open yet, so I can safely get this bucket. And we're gonna get Animal Farm, which is kind of useless because nobody really pays attention to the chicken sounds too much. And there goes Sunny. Wait, where's Grandpa? Drink up, old man. Connie, 75. Julie, 25. Danny, 225. He's got the highest points. Okay, we got Animal Farm and well. I forgot about that perk. I think Bubba's gonna come upstairs. 275. Johnny went to basement. Let's see, did he get this open? Nope. I'm gonna guess he either got... Okay, he's got 475. I'm coming to the back. All right, I don't see him. Bubba Fett Grandpa. We've got somebody inside the garage. Did he hit her? All right, Connie's dead. He's by the house, so I'm not gonna bother going over there. I'm gonna come back and check this gate, see if Danny's here. If he accumulates points but nothing's open, then he's probably just getting basement exits downstairs. That's like 250 a pop for each door. But he still has 500, so he has 2 doors. We've got exterior, and Valve Tank is back here. I think the house is fine because Bubba's still patrolling it. I am not getting any action on this side, but somebody just opened Man Cave. He's got 800. He's got to be at the house. He went from 500 to 800 really quick. Well, I guess not, because Bubba just ran past the other door. So how does he have 800? What in the hell is going on here? I've got a little over 50. I haven't seen any of the battery gates highlighted, so... Let's just go ahead and feed Grandpa. Let's get level 4. And we're just gonna need a little bit more for 5. I'm gonna go back to battery. I gotta stay on this side because the Valve Tank is back here. Oh, found Julie. Well, I think she's the only one here. And Danny just stabbed Grandpa. Okay, Julie's out. Where'd he go? I'm gonna poison him here. I don't know if it reaches. Nope. Did he well? Okay, he well. Bro, how did Johnny... And there's the DC. Yep. It's always the well DC right after. Never fails.
I'm just saying that the game encourages tunneling. That is, in my opinion, inarguable. And I think that's a shame.
The entire... Now, Cook is obviously one of the toughest family members in the game to run away from. Well, not really run away from, but to escape from.
Wait, oh, so that's what it does. Okay, wait. Wait. Oh my god, I'm running out of time, Oh my god, no! I ran out of time. I was gonna put the decoy sound there and hide in one of those beds in the bottom corner, but then that person hid there before I did. Oh my god. We might actually die this time. Let's play a game. No, wait. No, wait, please, don't check the bed. Don't check the bed, please. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked. It's so obvious that it works. My hiding spot is so obvious that it just works. I don't know if this Ghostface is like a real player or if it's just a bot. But oh, he just loves the laundry. All right, guys. Still in this. Still screwed. Why did I hide here? But this time I got the sound decoy. So
Echo, I love it, but don't.
Michael Myers in Halloween the game plays differently from a lot of other killers from A-Sims prior. Instead of relying on brute force, the Shape needs to plan ahead, cutting people off, setting up bodies, and preparing ambushes to get the upper hand on his targets. In straight chases, Michael struggles since his movement speed, while not using Shape Jump, is incredibly slow. And unlike Jason, he can't just shift right in front of targets to grab them, since you can't come out of Shape Jump while in the FOV of anyone, players and NPCs included. And while this can make Myers a more challenging character to learn, it makes him all the more satisfying to succeed with. Today I'm going to give you all a breakdown and a sort of guide, so when Halloween launches on September 8th, you're not all fumbling in the dark. If you are worried about bully squads, be sure to subscribe. I'll be having a video coming out later that will help prepare you specifically for those types of players. I have roughly 10 matches with Myers, which is a little over 2 hours of playtime. I asked developers several questions about the character as well, giving me a pretty good understanding as to how Myers should be played. All of that being said, my knowledge is not perfect on the character. There is a good amount to learn, and in the demo, we didn't even have all of his in-game mechanics, along with anything additional that may come from progression or perks. When I don't feel I fully understand certain aspects of the character, I'll be sure to give the heads up, but I do have a lot of concrete answers for Myers. Myers has a plenitude of tools at his arsenal to cause mayhem: reality tear, blackout, a UAV ability, a first-person stalker mode that comes with its own benefits, shape jump, shape dash, a shoulder parry ability, heavy attacks that change with what weapon you're using, weapon swapping, and possibly one of his most important abilities is a passive ability called Bloodthirst. Starting with Shape Jump is an ability that Myers needs to get comfortable with using frequently. It's only on a 5-second cooldown after all, becoming one with the shadows. The Shape's mobility increases to an incredible degree. He can phase through doors and windows. He can also enter hiding spots to get the jump on the residents of Haddonfield. This is especially useful when you're in a house that is full of light, since the Shape can't reappear in light or when in the line of sight of either an NPC or player. Using a hiding spot gets rid of these requirements. Do keep in mind when using Shape Jump, hero players near Myers can hear his breathing. His breathing cannot be heard while out of Shape Jump. The breathing while in Shape Jump is not directional, they simply know that he is nearby. Also, when Myers goes through a window while in Shape Jump, it will subtly shake. Be aware of this when approaching human players. Whether you're in the first-person stalker mode or in Shape Jump, if you see a hiding spot, whether that's from outside, inside, you can actually teleport to that hiding spot. I never personally did this, but I did talk to a developer and he told me that this was a mechanic within the game. To enhance your ability to use Shape Jump, it would be wise to prep a house ahead of time. Stalking a victim outside of the house first, if you can, is preferable before finding a power box and shutting it off. Once the power is out and all the lights are off, it's so much easier to Shape Jump wherever you want within the house. You just have to be a little quick about it because residents will go and check the power box outside, but they typically meander their way to it, which could set up for easy ambushes at the power box itself or inside, since you can now easily access the entire house. And once a victim has been stalked, it's harder for them to wiggle out of Michael's grip. Something that I'm not entirely sure on, but I'm pretty sure I did ask Michael, I believe does more damage with his melee to victims that have been stalked. Essentially, the more you stalk, the easier it is to kill people. But also a very important detail is it gives Myers a lot more points in progress towards Bloodthirst. Points are very important since that's what you need to actually win. If you stalk someone only to tier 1, barely anything is gained. Getting to at least tier 2 on a victim before killing them is preferred. You don't always have to cut off the power for every single home, but it does make coming out of Shape Jump easier. The advantage to not cutting off the power is the residents aren't aware of your presence in the slightest, unless you give yourself away. It's just a little harder to sneakily enter the house, but you can absolutely just go through the front door or Shape Jump to a bathroom, which typically has a light shut off, and appear from there. Stalk your prey and kill them. If there are multiple targets within the house, especially within close proximity, you have to prepare for a fast ambush. For example, if two people are sitting at a couch and you're using the knife, make sure they're both stalked as high as you can get them. Then approach the target that's the closest to an exit, hit them with a heavy, and then finish them with light attacks quickly. When the other target panics and runs, you should have plenty of time to grab them and execute them. Once they're dead, be sure to admire your work in Stalker mode for extra bloodthirst. And now, you're met with a choice as Myers. You can either hide the bodies, which will decrease how quickly officers get on the scene, or you can keep the bodies up. Keeping the bodies up will help boost fear, and if you happen to chase someone into one of the houses with bodies, when they approach a body, they are forced into a sort of jump scare animation similar to Friday the 13th, but a bit longer, giving Myers enough time to catch up. From what I played, it seemed better to just keep the bodies up, but I may change my mind depending on how threatening I find police officers to be, because they are no joke. They take a bit more to take down, and if there's more than 2 with guns, they can dish out a lot of DPS very quickly. Also to note, a few things that can be done with the dead bodies. If put in a one-person closet, the next person to open that closet will have the body fall on top of them. Closets are good for hiding, but also good for looting, so heroes may actually attempt to go into them. Another thing that can be done is throwing bodies at players and NPCs. Yes, you heard that right. When holding a body and close enough to another character, a prompt to throw the body at the character will appear. Click it for Myers to throw the body at the character. This will increase fear and also stagger them a bit, making it an excellent way to start an ambush. Talking about fear, that's another mechanic that's going to be more fleshed out in the final release. In the PAX demo, when fear rose, there would be the shadow vignette, and it seemed like you stumbled more. I tried to talk to a dev on what else fear would do, but their lips were sealed shut. We did learn at the panel that one of the things fear will do is cause Myers hallucinations. How effective these will be, who knows? After your first victim or victims are dead, you should have gained your first tier of Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst is an integral part of Michael's gameplay, making it much easier to handle human players. So let's go over what Bloodthirst does. Anytime Myers stalks, kills, or admires bodies, he will gain Bloodthirst. There are 3 tiers of Bloodthirst. Each give Myers more stun resistance, stun recovery, deal more damage, allow the shape to hold onto victims longer, and decrease the cooldown on all of the shape's abilities. Bloodthirst makes Myers much more difficult to bully, requiring way more hits to knock him down, while also seemingly giving him armor when grabbing and attacking. I may be wrong about that, but here when Loomis is shooting at me, I go right through his shot and grab him. Michael's grab range also seems to increase. This isn't something I'm 100% on. After looking at footage, Myers seems to dash forward a bit with higher Bloodthirst. With higher Bloodthirst, I was hit by Jennifer 5 times with a baseball bat, and this was only tier 2. This didn't even give me the red vignette, meaning bare minimum I could have at least taken 2 more hits until getting stunned. When you do get stunned, your Bloodthirst is reduced. In the demo, it was a full meter, but I was told in the final release, this will be less, which is great since it takes a lot of work to get to tier 3. The amount of work will be a bit lessened in the final release as well. To show off tier 3's Bloodthirst Enduring, I was getting absolutely slammed by 2 police officers in a house and took a huge beating through the entirety of this light blind. I could have actually reality turned my way out of this and not taken this stun as well. Bottom line though, when Myers has Bloodthirst, this dude is a tank. Extremely terrifying to go up against. Myers also gains more brutal and special kills at tier 3 Bloodthirst. Stalking is very essential for getting to high tiers of Bloodthirst quickly. You should not be barging into every single house and just grabbing people and murdering them immediately. You will not be reaping nearly as many rewards or getting nearly as strong, and it will be way easier to bully you. To stalk, hit the corresponding button to enter it. On PlayStation, it was R3, and Myers will enter this first-person mode. Stalking in Halloween is personalized to the individual that is being stalked with 3 tiers to it. There are a few things that will influence how fast stalking goes up. For starters, Myers can hit a button to intensify his gaze and increase the speed. If there are other residents within sight, this will increase the speed as well. Every tier of Bloodthirst increases adds another arrow to Michael's stalking, and when stalking any target for a period of time, a little minigame will start. Little circles will appear on the target. Look at these points to speed up the stalking process. Human players take longer to stalk, but follow the same rules, which is another reason it's good to go for the NPCs first and build up Bloodthirst. It makes stalking humans a much quicker process. At tier 1 of Stalk, Myers can perform a weapon execution after grabbing and can also do environmental kills. Tier 1 is all speed up the stalking process. Human players take longer to stalk, but follow the same rules. Which is another reason it's good to go for the NPCs first and build up bloodthirst. It makes stalking humans a much quicker process. At tier 1 of bloodthirst, it makes stalking humans a much quicker process. At tier 1 of Stalk, Myers can perform a weapon execution after grabbing and can also do environmental kills. Tier 1 is also passively earned by simply just being near a target, so if you just charge someone down, this circle will automatically fill. It is the only tier that will automatically fill up automatically and doesn't give Myers too many points for executing residents within this tier. In tier 2, Michael's grip on his victim is harder to get out of and will reward the shape with many much more points. When killing someone, if it can be helped, try to at least have your target at stage 2 of Stalk. At stage 3, the stalked resident or hero becomes marked. Michael can see their aura, his grip is even harder to get out of, and it rewards Michael with a ton of points when executing these targets. I also believe Michael does more damage with his melee to these targets, but I also believe if you're in tier 2, this also is increased against those targets as well. The biggest buff that stalking gives Michael is decreasing the proximity in which Michael can come out of shape jump. This increases his chase potential by a ton, going from having to be a fair distance away to pop out to just a footstep away. Michael has a lot of different ways of approaching combat. He has a light and heavy attack, the heavy attacks also having unique properties depending on what weapon he's using. With his iconic knife, he'll enter this sort of stealth stance. With the pitchfork, he'll just hurl the pitchfork for an insane amount of damage. I instantly killed a cop with this attack, and they don't have a small amount of health. Unfortunately, I only tested the heavy with those two weapons, but I do know that the meat cleaver can also be thrown. The different weapons appear to have different stats and strength, so picking the right tool for the job is essential. The pitchfork has excellent range, and being able to throw it for tons of damage seems to make it an excellent all-around choice. The axe seems to be a bit slower, but has better AoE and damage, making it a great choice for bully squads, or just groups that prefer to stick together. The pickaxe seems to be a good all-rounder, and the meat cleaver looks to be a very fast weapon with the versatility of being able to throw it. I admittedly didn't spend enough time with all of the weapons to have a good understanding of all of them, but they did have predictable spawns, so if you need to find the right tool, you simply have to go to the usual suspects. Axes spawning in sheds, hatchets spawning in garages, meat cleavers being in kitchens, and the pitchfork spawning in front yards. If you are struggling to find exactly what you're looking for, don't worry, entering Stalker mode highlights all sorts of goodies for Myers. Weapons, power boxes, phone lines, and noise bubbles are all things that are highlighted and amplified while entering Stalker mode, making it easier for the shape to find its next target. Speaking of noise bubbles, there are two types of noise bubbles to be aware of. Green bubbles are light noises. This could be television, someone walking, while red noise bubbles are people opening exits, breaking a window, that sort of thing. So while red here for the shape, all things that are highlighted and amplified while entering Stalker mode, making it easier for the shape to find its next target. Speaking of noise bubbles, there are two types of noise bubbles to be aware of. Green bubbles are light noises. This could be television, someone walking, while red noise bubbles are people opening exits, breaking a window, that sort of thing. So if you see a red notification, it would be wise to head for it using Shape Dash. Shape Dash is accessible while in Shape Jump. On PlayStation, you hit R1 and Myers would zoom forward with incredible speed, covering the map in no time. It has 3 charges and is on a cooldown. Returning back to combat, as mentioned before, Myers has the unique heavies and a basic light attack. The real thing that makes Myers such a huge threat at close quarters combat is his parry attack. Hitting circle would have Myers charge forward and stun residents that are close to him. This attack interrupts attacks, but can also just be used to make characters stumble. At one point, someone was at the very beginning process of running away, but I managed to shoulder forward a little bit to have him stumble, grab him, and execute him before he could make his escape. Another thing that should be noted is that while grabbing someone, you can stab them. Let's go over when you should melee and when you should grab. If there are other people nearby that can save your prey, it's better to go for the melee, since when enough damage is taken, residents slow down immensely. If you do manage to get a grab and there's a lot of people nearby to go for a few hits to make them easier prey either later or to murder them with another melee in the near future. Most melee encounters are generally in Michael's favor as long as he has high bloodthirst, since this will make Myers barely flinch at attacks and allow him to continue his assault. What Michael has to be afraid of is guns. Able to attack Michael from a distance, these are most certainly his biggest threat. Attempting to have them follow you into a house within close proximity is a great way to handle them. That being said, Bloodthirst does affect gunshots as well. When I was going up against Illumis at max Bloodthirst, he had to shoot me 6 times. If he missed even a single shot, his reload animation took too long and allowed the shape to regenerate, giving me the opportunity to kill him. Going back to the shape's abilities, for L1 square, Myers could use Reality Tear. On a very long cooldown, Myers can ignore the rules for entering shape jump. The line of sight and lights do not apply to this ability. He would simply enter it. However, coming out of Reality Tear follows the same rules as shape jump. The best usage of this is to use it when being ambushed and it's not looking too hot for Myers. Simply Reality Tear to get your footing back, either going for different NPCs on the opposite side of the map or setting up a different ambush. His L1 triangle gave him a UAV-like ability, showing Myers targets within a certain range. The range seemed pretty big. Using this to keep up pressure and decide the best targets to go for was very helpful. Sometimes it was best to find someone isolated, and other times it was better to find people in a group. His L1 circle is a blackout ability, turning off all electronics in the nearby area, which is great if you're in a house and being met with lots of resistance. Able to turn off all electronics, duck into a room, and shape jump instead of having to use Reality Tear. It was also good if residents had flashlights. Flashlights directly pointed at the shape's eyes does hinder him. Taking this nuisance out of the equation with blackout comes in handy. It also takes out street lamps, allowing the shape to shape jump. There's a lot of versatility with this ability. I'm sure this ability will also raise fear in the final release. When starting a match, Myers wants to immediately go for his special targets. These give Michael a ton of points. They're pretty easy to find when entering shape jump and dashing around the map. You'll see these little circles on the radar. These are your special targets. They reward Myers heavily for taking them out and tip the skills of winning much more highly in Michael's favor. From here, use all of Michael's abilities, weapons, and tactics to continue your bloody rampage. Remember to approach encounters with caution and strategy. Don't blindly charge heroes since Michael's speed makes this difficult for him. Lurk around corners to get the jump on characters. Be patient. Be cunning. Stalk your prey and increase your power. With enough time and prep, you'll turn Haddonfield into a slaughterhouse. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care and be sure to subscribe for more Halloween the Game.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet. Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In Shape Jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit Shape Jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Oh, God!
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
How the hell? It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman. While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror sandbox. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more thrilling gameplay features in the coming months. But we can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to IllFonic Presents Halloween. Today's panel will be talking about the impact of the original film, the legacy of the franchise, and what it's been like translating that into a video game. My name is Miles Dompierre. I'll be your moderator today. I want to start by introducing our amazing panel. So we're going to go through, we're going to have them share who they are and how they are connected to Halloween. First up, Ryan Freeman.
Hey everybody. My name is Ryan Freeman, and for the last 14 years I've helped Malika Cod run all things Halloween and try to help the legacy of this iconic franchise endure. Produced the last 3 films in the franchise and have been lucky enough to be involved in this video game.
Awesome. Next up we have Jordan Mathewson.
Hello. I am the design director at IllFonic, and I've been with IllFonic for almost 10 years at this point, and extremely excited to be here and working on such a amazing franchise and IP and being able to bring it to life in the form of a video game. So,
I'm Jared Gerritsen. I'm Chief Creative Officer and Game Director on the project. Been at IllFonic for a long time, thank you. And it's beyond exciting to be able to talk to people about this. And the next guest, we just need to bring him on.
And yes, obviously last but not least, we are honored to be joined virtually by the man himself, John Carpenter. All right, so we're going to start with Jared and Jordan. What was it like watching Halloween for the first time? Do you remember the first time you watched this film? Because for so many fans around the world, it's the blueprint. It's the blueprint for that genre.
It's definitely, I mean, I was born in '76. I feel like I'm the oldest person at IllFonic. So I remember that time, and I remember Halloween becoming one of those cultural characters that as a kid, little kid, seeing the kid wearing a Halloween mask and
all right.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet. Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites.
I'm sorry. He kind of looked like Quentin Smith from Dead by Daylight. Oh god, people are gonna interpret me as saying that he's from DBD. He looks like Quentin Smith's.
These unfortunate residents are.
Yeah, he looks like Quentin Smith's older model from Dead by Daylight for some reason, or his new one. I don't know, but that was my first instinct when I saw it.
Positioned.
Actually, it does. That's crazy.
Across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent.
Oh no. The last time we had a florist in an ASIM horror game, that caused a huge fan base of cringe wannabe role players up. I'm just saying in advance, man.
Builds varying levels of stock, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets, and open increasingly satisfying options for executions.
Oh! Whoa! Hold up.
Open increasingly satisfying options.
Oh, so it's not that you can kill him instantly, like you do in Jason in Friday 13. Like if you grab a counselor and you're standing in an open spot, you could like instantly execute him. You need to do some button inputs, and then they can do the kill, and the survivors can attempt to escape the grasp in the meantime. Okay. Another thing that I want to point out right now is the UI looks very, very, very exploded. There's something in the left corner, something in the right corner. There's some stuff everywhere. I'm kind of not a fan of that. I'll keep it real. I really don't like UIs that are so complicated that they're spread across like the left top, right top, bottom top. I do see here in the left bottom already, this does remind me of Friday 13 Cycle Wheel. I don't know what this looks to be, but there's so much to consume right now. There's a map. Michael has a map. Playing Michael. This is currently from Michael Myers' perspective, and he does get a map, which is an interesting thing. I don't know.
Identifying and tracking targets.
Okay, so this is also a timer, so you do see how long the game goes on, from what I assume. I don't know if this can go on forever, or the game will stop after a while.
And open increasingly satisfying options for execution.
Yeah, this is kind of the reason why I stopped the video. The fact that we're gonna get a barbell bench chair execution is gonna be sick. Only God knows what can come out of it. I'm sorry.
An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light
I just saw a better look at the UI with all their reds. Okay, that looks better. Okay, let me take another look at this. Okay, the first thing I noticed, go away. The timer here is 0. I don't know what was there a timer going off? No. No. Yeah, there's probably some playtesting here. This is definitely playtesting. This looks to be, I don't know. What I do see here is also up here. I'm a little bit slow. I don't want to like watch the thing fully and then re-summarize what's happening. I kind of want to do it in bits. I also noticed you can see how many people you need to kill here, with the 3 top priorities being here, which I assume to be actual players slash the heroes of Haddonfield. I also see a little bit more here. I need to hide my thing before I get... But you see where my mouse is pointing right now. So you see Michael's knife in the right bottom corner. You also see like 2 buttons right there. I think B is probably grabbing and choking. LB looks to be where he can go into shape jump and stuff. I'm still on the fan of the name shape jump, whatever. I don't know what that is, what the A button is.
The light may provide
speed, maybe?
temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Aha, we just saw an ability in action here.
And even
this
catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Oh my god, that's kind of a gangster.
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
How the hell? It's not possible.
Oh my god, this is something Jason couldn't do at Friday 13 when he got beaten down. Oh my god, you can Tom Brady your way out of a fight. Okay, I know I was a little pessimistic. I am still cautiously optimistic about this game. That's all I have to say. We are halfway,
well,
and
I respect him for that one.
So,
exchange, don't worry.
I respect it.
Is it also me? Does he sound like the playable character I know they're playing? I think his name is Marcus. I don't know if this is Marcus.
Exchange.
I think this is Marcus, or we're playing someone else.
Don't worry.
That's so cool. He sounds like Bugsy. He sounds like Bugsy a little bit from Friday 13. I would not be surprised if it's the same voice actor, but
once,
yeah.
I'll say it again.
Phenomenal voice actor, by the way.
Kill the boogeyman.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna main the shit out of Michael Myers, but I do want to see.
Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard. Our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no 2 matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more.
A bunker.
Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean...
Oh, the pocket knife makes its return. The pocket knife makes its return.
It's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape.
Oh, yeah, this looks... We saw a bike just go by. What if the possibility of driving a car is possible?
Map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact
This is literally Friday 13. Hey, I'm not complaining, by the way.
Base changes from a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact
This is literally Friday 13. Hey, I'm not complaining, by the way. I love Friday 13. Oh my god. Look, I kind of want to address something here. I know this game is gonna keep getting comments that it's like Friday 13. I'm gonna keep it real. I kind of think the same. But the thing is, Friday 13 was an amazing good game, in my opinion. I loved every second of it. And honestly, the fact that this game closely kind of resembles that game, I generally don't mind. That's great. We'll get Friday 13 in a Halloween way, and maybe we'll get way more than we have with Friday 13.
You know what, brother?
Copyright lawsuit stuff with two grown-ass people who couldn't determine who gets what. So, here's hoping. Peace treaty.
Their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis.
It becomes playable! Yes! Dr. Loomis! Wait, if Dr. Loomis becomes playable, there's no way they're gonna skip out on Laurie Strode. We have Dr. Loomis. There's no way they're not gonna make Laurie Strode a playable character eventually.
Support their friends.
I saw this and I was like, it has to be Loomis, but I kept quiet because...
And even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting
Oh, and he has his famous gun as well. Oh,
yes.
It's peak. Absolute cinema.
Once they've reemerged...
Oh my god, Jesus. I paused at the worst timing ever. Yeah, we're gonna... You know what I appreciate about Friday 13 and now this game as well? We have movie characters. Tommy Jarvis. We never thought we'd see the day where we could actually kill Tommy Jarvis in Friday 13. And we're gonna see the same with Dr. Loomis if he gets caught by Michael lacking. We're gonna see actual gameplay of Loomis dying. And hopefully Laurie Strode that becomes playable. But this is what I like about these kind of games. They actually add movie characters into the game. They become interactable. You can play with them. You can die with them. You can suck with them. You can become such a good player with them. And this is the thing that I kind of miss with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We were just killing college students, a mom that looked for a child, a knife-hoarding tussler who just stumbled upon him in the graveyard where his brother was buried. Yeah. See, that had like barely nothing to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, but now with Tommy Jarvis and Friday 13, and now Dr. Loomis in Halloween the game, that's already a huge plus point. That's all I have to say. And I'm really, really, really praying that Laurie Strode becomes playable as well. I feel like if Dr. Loomis is a thing, I feel like Laurie Strode should 100% be guaranteed to come as well. Maybe a surprise. Well, we'll see.
On the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians.
Well,
and
Jamie has to.
officers
Hey, it's all up to Jamie.
To Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper...
You're coming with me, Michael!
...sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium.
Oh my god, you can...
Oh.
You can... Oh yeah, okay, that's good. That's good.
You said what?
When I was over till next week.
You got to watch it?
Yeah.
No, it's because I was getting links. That's why I was telling you send it again. I didn't know if you got on it or not. But I heard. Well, actually, I think I did because I heard this. I heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I took it, assumed that you got connected.
That's good. Now, I don't know if you'll actually be able to kill him, but the fact that you can get him detained by the police.
Alright.
Wow, holy shit, that's dope.
Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread.
Oh yeah, you
to
gotta
our
be careful,
asymmetrical
dude.
horror sandbox.
I thought you were gonna turn on the light. Do you think we're done with yeah. Think so? No, we're not. They're just getting started. That's why they came today. They're making sure everything works. Inspections haven't even happened yet. Nope. It's gonna be. It's when people come through. It's probably gonna be more than who came in. Hey, that's why we gotta clean the house. Because if it's like this, I mean, yes, it's clean, but they need it more, a little bit more cleaner. Just a little bit more. Maybe the back room, especially. I mean, your room especially. Like, okay, when you look, maybe this one too. But when you look in front of the windows, what's in front of it? Go in your room, what's in front of the window? Dresser, everything, right? Well, your bed, you know what I'm saying? So, hypothetically, if there's a fire, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to roll over your bed to get to the window?
Yes.
And that's what that means. When the guy was doing, when he was finishing up the window, he's like, the way the dresser was, it's fine. It just needs we need a clear pathway where you can, if there was a fire, you could instantly run to your window. You can't run to your window, can't you? No. See, you can run to all these windows back here, but you can't. I mean, we'll find a way. We probably could if we clear everything up that's in that dresser next to your bed, right?
Yeah.
Possibly put the bed right there, because you would have a clear way to push the button. You just put the bed right there on that side, push it up a little bit. And move that little dresser that's on that side wall, and then put it where probably clear it out, and I'll see what I'll do with it. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability.
Nah, you know, I see people doing so many cinematic stuff with Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers. I can see, like, the LARPing going on, like, the role-playing. I can see the role-play happening. I'm gonna see so many matches, And I'm gonna play so many matches where I'll always play Michael because I like playing killers in these type of games. But what was I gonna say again? Yeah, we're gonna see so many instances of Dr. Loomis players just having standoffs with Michaels. It's gonna happen, and honestly, I'm all in for it.
Forefront.
I'm in all in
We'll have
it.
more details to share.
Yeah, see?
Excuse me?
Player experience designed with replayability at the forefront.
Wait.
Building a multiplayer experience.
Wait, he
designed
saw
with
something? Hold on.
replayability.
Proximity chat makes a return. That's proximity chat. That's Michael Myers hearing someone speak.
No way.
Oh, yes. The endless possibilities with the solved videos I can make with proxy chat. Yes.
So you don't have to be in a
Fucking proximity
Discord,
chat. That's a
Cal?
sneaky little... That was definitely put in sneakily. They wanted people to see that shit.
I didn't even notice that shit.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Man got a good eye right
We'll have more
there.
details to share regarding character expression, character traits.
Damn, so you
customization,
playing as Michael and you can
proximity
hear
chat.
someone scream or...
In the coming months. But we can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
It makes you play even better.
Oh, fuck, dude.
That just made... Wow.
I cannot wait.
That just makes
Like,
me want to
dude,
play it
look
more.
at this shit. I literally have it as my PC background. Wow, holy shit. That was a lot to take in. That's all I have to say. I am so excited, but at the same time, knowing who we're dealing with that's making the game and publishing the game, let's put it down to cautiously optimistic. But wow, oh my god, please let it be September already. Oh yeah, by the way, for the people who are playing at PAX East this weekend, I'm jealous of you. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. For real.
Wow, I cannot wait. Holy
No,
shit.
I fuck with this, man.
Hey, what's up? Dusk here. So I wanted to make a follow-up video for my red flags video. I talked about this in the comment section on that video, and I wanted to talk about replayability, something that all Ilphonic games seem to sorely lack. They have a lot of really awesome mechanics and tend to be really fun at first, but typically most people play their games, have a lot of fun, they, you know...
This stranger...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna hear that.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a
One thing, in the true fashion of reacting, I'm going to pause it, like I said, at moments I think are cool. Right off the bat, a lot of those cinematic kills, it's already given me the Friday the 13th vibe, which is awesome. I love the cinematic kills. I don't know if I'm ever going to be playing as Michael, because I've never been good at playing killer on any game, but so far the cinematic kills are super cool.
1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of
All right, all right. Let's see if yes, sir. Maybe go around here, up, up, up. Mic test, mic test. Let's see about what about this? This might be good. I don't want it to be too loud. Give me 1 second. There I am. Oh.
Of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their...
Okay, I'm only pausing it because I kind of wanted to get a look at the layout here, which I think so far the layout it's simple, which is good. I don't really like the whole overcrowded
My test.
UI,
Okay.
but I like
Just making
that
sure.
it obviously looks like there's a stamina bar in the bottom left. I'm assuming on the right side is going to be the 3 things that you can have your items. I'm guessing like things you can loot and find. I like that the map, and I'm wondering if the map on the top right, if you can change it to moving with your character, or if you can just get it like a square standard map. And then obviously on the left side, it's got the objectives. So far, if they can keep it like this, because I know a lot of the times with demos, they have it a certain way, then they end up getting feedback and they end up changing it. I think this looks great so far. I really, really like the layout, and I hope it stays something like this. And then I'm curious on the top with the time limit. So I like with Friday the 13th and all these other ASIM horror games, there usually is a time limit, but I like that it gives you it off the top. And that might not even be that. It might be just, time to do a certain objective. I don't know. But I like that you have a sense of what the time is on the top.
their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent...
That would have been cool.
while Michael
A
fixes
time
his
objective.
and slaying his targets. Halloween
That's a
provides
really cool
familiar
kill.
elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull...
Okay, I gotta go back. That's a really cool shot. And I know it was just kind of like more of a cinematic thing, but that is super cool. Just seeing him in the window right there, that is just I don't have words. I'm so excited for this. I truly am.
But we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate...
So already off the bat right here, we have the same mechanic as when Jason picks you up. You have the chance to break free. It's all green flags over here for me and thumbs up. I'm almost trying to find a lot of similarities between this game and Friday the 13th. A lot of people aren't going to like it, but the more similarities I see with this, I've got no complaints. I know a lot of people are going to be upset with this, seeing a lot of similarities between this and Friday the 13th, but I also think there's a core of Friday the 13th fans that are going to be super excited about this. And now I'm curious because Gun Media and Elphonic are doing this, and there is quite a bit of similarities, at least that I've seen so far. I wonder if they're gonna just kind of ditch the idea of a remastered version of Friday the 13th, because if I'm understanding correctly, at Comic-Con this past year, they did announce that there is a new Friday the 13th game coming. I wonder if it's going to be a remastered, or because we have this now, if it's going to be a whole different type of thing. I don't know, and I think that's something I'm curious about. But for now, because there's been no further mention, and I understand probably there won't be, because you got the new Crystal Lake show coming, and you kind of want to keep all focus on that as a Friday the 13th fan, so I understand that. This is what we have right now, and I'm super enjoying it so far, and I haven't even touched it yet.
There are more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
Whoa.
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires.
Oh, that's
These
cool.
unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step
I wonder if you can crawl out of windows.
the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stock, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions.
I do really I really like, if we go back here a little bit, I like on the executions that it's got like a Grand Theft Auto cheat code combination that you got to punch in to do certain executions. And I imagine that there's probably going to be like a certain
Grand
build
Theft Auto
pack
cheat
that you can
code.
buy. I'm assuming there's going to be viable content, and I would have to guess that there's going to be executions that you can buy like in a store, which also leads me to what a lot of people were asking is, I wonder if there's going to be different skins for Michael Myers, because I would love to get the version of him from Halloween Kills where he's got kind of half of the burned face. I think that'd be super sick.
For executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's
That's just like the teleporting ability from Jason. Just pointing that out.
Ability with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen.
That's gonna be
Not only does
terrifying.
this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including shape dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments. However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight.
Wait, that's super sick. So as long as you just keep things lit up, he can't do that? But then I saw the leak where he can knock out power, so gotta just stay in the light. Otherwise, he could be lurking anywhere. That is freaking awesome.
The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even
When Jason cuts the power at the cabins in Friday the 13th, the game. Similar.
and catalyzing temporary blackouts. Despite the
I love how they were all like
prevalence of
ready to
Michael
fuck
Myers,
him up, and
his
then as soon as the
horrifying
lights go out, they're like,
homecoming
yeah,
to
never
Haddonfield
mind.
won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters.
Oh, so he can pick up
And if
weapons
especially
too?
persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand, and in exchange, don't worry. We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman. While Michael swiftly
I love
endeavors
this.
to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, a heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet.
Oh, so I don't know if that's how it's gonna be, but if you convince the residents to escape with you, I wonder if you get like more XP for that. Because I imagine you could just leave without, helping them and just say fuck all, every man for himself. But I wonder if that'd be like more XP or like a challenge-based type of thing.
An untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians
I'm gonna have to learn
navigate
those.
these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town,
The pocket knives.
it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map
Possibly a
contain
bike.
weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and
Firecrackers,
access a variety
dude.
of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered.
And car,
It's
so
also worth
car,
noting that
bike,
initiating these escape
cops.
sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis.
And we even have a Tommy Jarvis reincarnation, but as obviously as they said, Dr. Loomis or a cop. So this is just Friday. It seems like a more amped up Friday the 13th. Fuck yeah!
Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium.
Oh, that's badass.
Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror sandbox. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more thrilling gameplay features.
Let's go for proximity chat.
We can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
All I can say is, as far as potential goes, this has an ungodly amount of potential. And I so hope that it can live up to it. I honestly think off the bat, this is one of the very few games that I've seen where I already feel like I'm going to enjoy it without even playing it. And I cannot say that for a lot of games. And I have not been able to say that for a lot of games. And honestly, I have not been able to say that about a game since Friday the 13th. I'm a big horror guy, especially when it comes to sim games, and I think this is going to be the one around, but I genuinely think with everything they have, how many details, it looks incredible. And I think with this game and the direction they're going in, I think Gunn and Ilphonic, I think they have a lot of things they can do and a lot of different directions they can take this game in as far as updates and road maps. It's already got a 10 out of 10 for me. I like the similarities, as this was what I was hoping for. To a Friday the 13th game, you've got the firecrackers for distraction. I saw the pocket knives that I'm assuming you could use to get away. You can reincarnate as, or you can come back as one of the OG characters like Dr. Lewis. You can come back as a cop. Like in Friday the 13th, you can come back as Tommy Jarvis. You can get away by car. You can call the cops. There's regular escape routes. And I'm not mad about it. And I think a lot of Friday the 13th fans aren't mad about this either. I am really freaking excited.
And I'm not even a Friday 13th fan. I'm straight Halloween fan.
And I keep tweeting at them every day, and they keep liking the tweets, but they won't answer, and I really hope they do soon. I hope there's like a beta soon, or like at some point, because we're about 8 months away, and I just can't wait, man. I'm so excited for this. So
8?
I just want to get on here and react to it and share my thoughts,
More like
share my
5.
overall excitement. And yeah, it's gonna be a Sunday when you're seeing this, because I got no stream clips because I haven't been streaming. Still planning on being back on the 2nd, which is when I was originally supposed to be back. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you. I will see you guys in the next.
Today we'll be reacting to the Halloween multiplayer overview. This is the Halloween game that's being developed by the same people that made Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's gonna be a good slasher party game. Before we get into the reaction, if you want to see more reactions, more rant videos about anything sports, anime, or gaming related, make sure to go watch the rest of my content and subscribe. And leave a comment. If you don't like the content, leave some feedback. Please keep it constructive. Don't get on me too much. But anyway, let's get straight into the reaction.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love.
Hold on, let me turn the audio down a little bit. That might be too loud. I don't know. The audio is very hard.
But we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
That nigga is terrifying.
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents...
Wait, but they said it was a 1v4. But there's 5.
That supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like
Okay, reacting to the Halloween multiplayer overview. Let's see what it says. Oh wow, that's well like Friday the 13th.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience.
So he grabs them and puts them on things. Just like Jason.
Evil, Michael Myers.
Yeah,
in this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets.
Okay, that's different, obviously.
Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love. but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust,
I wonder if it
dynamic,
grabs them and puts them on
multiplayer
stuff.
offering yet. Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special
Even if it is, it still can be fun.
greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in
Wait, let me
the map,
back. I missed
and
that.
Michael match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires.
Interesting.
These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered fortunate residents
What's that smile? Oh, this little jank.
are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions.
It looks slow.
Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets.
Oh, it looks well slow.
And
Okay.
increasingly
How's it gonna
satisfying
grab them?
options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit Shape Jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight.
Ah, very small.
White may
That's
provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield.
That's Last Year the Nightmare. I thought that was a really small mechanic. I'm surprised more things don't use it.
But Michael,
did they have that with Freddy? I'm pretty sure they had something like that with Freddy, maybe, right? I think they had it with Freddy as well. Yeah. It's just Last Year the Nightmare did it so well. They did it so well.
To remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts. Despite the unquestionable...
I'm kind of... It probably will work because it's... they're using Friday the 13th formula, which is, it's a tried and true. But it's so weird, like, looking at it, it looks almost like it'll be impossible to grab them with how slow you are. Yeah, you go quicker, but, like, they still need to run, to a corner for you to grab them. What happens if they never run to them corners? Again, they will have designed it in a way that it definitely will work, because they've done Friday the 13th and it worked on there, and he was slow, but it's just interesting to see.
Malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming...
It feels different. It feels well similar. It's exactly what I expected. It near enough looks the exact same. The only difference is newer... Obviously visuals, because it's a newer game. Some new mechanics here and there, because once again, it's a new game. But like the foundation of this game is Friday the 13th. It's kind of what I expected. We'll see though. Like, it looks very, very similar.
Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance.
I think it's why Gunn grabbed
body count
Ilconics
climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable. Local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
How the hell?
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Ah, so he gets back up.
While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered.
Okay, so you're also going through
initiating these escape sequences.
See, I weren't sure about that part. Like, I remember this being a big part of Friday the 13th, where you're just constantly looking through things. Can you see? Looking. For certain items. So it does look like it's got the same kind of gameplay loop with that part.
Based on the objects uncovered.
My preference is on none. I didn't want to be Jason
They're
today.
here, Jason.
Because everybody bullies me.
Find them.
I'm paying to win with Savini at least. Ooh, morph grab. That's brutal. That's fucking brutal. My preference is on none. I didn't want to be Jason
They're
today.
here, Jason.
Because everybody bullies me.
Find them.
I'm paying to win with Savini at least. Ooh, morph grab. That's brutal. That's fucking brutal. My preference is on none. I didn't want to be Jason
They're
today.
here, Jason.
Because everybody bullies me.
Find them.
I'm paying to win with Savini at least. Ooh, morph grab. That's brutal. That's fucking brutal. My preference is on none.